If you bought a Tesla or you're going to buy a Tesla, they don't come with one very important feature, which, to be honest, most electric cars now do come with. That's vehicle to load. Now, vehicle to load is something I think you want. I just had a power outage here at my home about a month or two ago. Power went out for a couple of days. Now, fortunately, I do have a 5 kilowatt battery and a 1 kilowatt battery, so I was able to power my fridges for those days, so I was fine. But actually, I purchased during that period of time a little vehicle to load adapter. I had to buy it from China, so I didn't have it during the power outage. But that means that if there's any future power outages, even if my batteries die, my little portable batteries, I can still use my electric car to power most of my house. Vehicle to load gives you around between 3 to 4 kilowatt of power you can send out from your EV to other devices. And it's also really good for camping, for using maybe your laptop battery died, you want to recharge your battery, power tools, maybe you're on a work site and you're like, oh, I need some power, I'll run it off my car. So many different instances. But the main one for me is, when the power goes out of your home and you need to keep your fridge going, you don't lose all your food inside your fridge, or if it's freezing temperatures, you can run your heaters off your car. Can't do that with a Tesla. Well, that might be about to change. There's a new Kickstarter campaign going on, and it looks like the machines actually work. So you can purchase one of these machines. You'll be able to anyway. And if this campaign is successful, then you'll be able to run vehicle to load from your Tesla. I think it's a really good idea. I'm not sure about the price, but apparently the first level of this Kickstarter campaign is already sold out. So it looks like there's a huge amount of demand. Obviously, there's millions of Teslas on the roads, and probably a pretty large number of those people do want to be able to have vehicle to load. Here are the details of this new vehicle to load device for Tesla cars. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. I want to say a big thank you to our YouTube members. We've just hit over 500. That was the goal. Got there. Fantastic. There is a couple of new videos coming to our YouTube member section, which are just for members, of course. Now, what is this device? Well, it's not just a plug. It's actually this kind of box, and it has a plug, and the plug, attaches to your vehicle, to your Tesla, and then the plug goes from your Tesla to this kind of box on kind of a box, and then there's another cable that goes from that, and you can get power from this device. Now, the retail price when this is going to be sold on the market, they're saying, I don't know if this is true, but they're saying $1,700 US. Very expensive. The early bird price for the launch day, which is meant to be only a small number of devices, it's $700 US. The early bird price for 260 pieces, you can still buy these, haven't sold out yet, is $750 US. And the Kickstarter special is $900 US. I'm going to guess when this goes to market, it might be about $1,000 US if you don't support the Kickstarter campaign. Now, should you support the Kickstarter campaign? That's a really tricky one because, as you know, unfortunately, a lot of people who start businesses on Kickstarter are just scammers, and they basically fake that they're making a product, and then they take your money and they disappear. However, in this instance, there is a YouTube channel that I've been told have gotten one of these devices and they've tried it with a Tesla and it actually does work. So what they need is some money to get mass manufacturing of this product going. And that's the purpose of the Kickstarter campaign. Does this work for different countries? Well, here's what they've said. After extensive testing, we're proud to confirm compatibility with Tesla vehicles in a variety of regions, including the United States, Canada, Japan, Germany, the United Kingdom, France, Australia. In other words, it will work with Tesla vehicles anywhere in the world. That covers off all the major regions. So what is the output power? Well, it puts out 3.5 kilowatts, so 3,500 watts, which is pretty standard for vehicle to load. I think my XPeng G6 is about 3.6 kilowatt, pretty similar. Cable length that it comes with is a 70-inch cable, but then obviously you just plug in your power points to the actual box device itself, and it weighs 15 pounds. So it weighs about 7 kilograms. It's not particularly heavy, and it doesn't look all that big either. Now, one thing you can do that I forgot to mention at the start of this video with vehicle to load is charge other cars. So if you're with your partner or friends or something, and you've got another EV and, you know, it runs out of battery, you can use one of these cables. It's like to jumpstart another car, to put some charge into their car. So that's a really good feature. If you're a family with Teslas, then this is probably a good idea to just have one of these, and that would probably be enough for your family. Here's what the company called Vorti Power actually said. We're proud to announce that the VP20 has passed the rigorous UL 458 certification, a globally recognized standard for power conversion equipment used in recreational vehicles and portable applications. This certification ensures the VP20 meets the highest safety and reliability standards, giving you peace of mind when powering your essential devices. So I was kind of curious to think, you know, where is this company based? It's actually in California, and they say they're going to be producing these in California. They say they're actually at 15 Technology Drive, Irvine, California. So that's the company, Vort Power. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check out this product. It's very, very interesting. The price does seem a little high. I mean, you know, retail price being $1,500 US. I don't think that they'll sell that many at that price. I think it's too high. If they come in a bit lower, as say $1,000, I think it's a good idea. I mean, as you know, like I said, there's millions of Tesla owners, and even though there's, you know, people trying to force these Tesla owners in the United States to sell their cars, there's still going to be a lot of Tesla owners regardless of what happens. Now, why do they need your support? Well, they say this: they need to finalize production and testing to ensure certifications and safety standards are met, scale manufacturing to make PowerShare available at an affordable price, develop additional features and compatibility for other EV models in the future. I don't know about other EV models in the future. Almost all electric cars that are new now come with vehicle to load already. But anyhow, I'm guessing the likelihood is they will get a Chinese company to produce these devices. That's normally what companies do with this sort of thing. They'll go to China, take it there and say, guys, can you mass produce this? And then they'll be able to do it at a cheaper price. It does seem to me they're a fair way away in terms of time from mass manufacturing this product, but it's something that people need. It's a good idea. I'm a fan of it. That's why I've done this video. I think this is a very useful product. The market has a need for this. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think it's useful? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Guys, as you know, I've ordered the XPeng G6 electric car. It's actually going to be here in less than 2 weeks. And the first thing I'm going to do, the actual day it arrives, or the following day, depends if I can get the boys and I packed in time, I'm going to take it camping. I'm going to drive from here, from Newcastle, just north of Newcastle in Australia. I'm going to drive all the way to Melbourne. So that's, I don't know, 1,200 kilometers, something like that. And then we're going to drive into the Alps, so the Alps in Victoria, and go on a camping trip. My little one, Cal, he's really jealous. His bigger brother, Jack, he climbed Mount Bogong, which is the highest mountain in Victoria, a couple of years ago. If you guys want to see the video, I'll put a link in the description to my video I did with Jack and I climbing Mount Bogong. Anyhow, he's always wanted to do that, and I've put him off for a while. And I said, all right, buddy, we're going to go drive to Victoria. We're not going to climb Mount Bogong. We're going to climb a different mountain, some different mountains in the Alps, the Victorian Alps. And I'm going to take the XPeng G6. I'm going to drive around there. Now, I thought to myself, what about if, you know, you ran out of battery charge, right? I mean, it's the same thing as running out of fuel.